Good morning, it's Lippy. It's Saturday morning. Y'all was editing the fried chicken video that I did yesterday, Friday. And y'all, I never turned the camera on at the start. I am so glad that if there was a spot that I forgot to turn the camera on, it was the start. So, moving forward into this video you're about to see, let me explain what you missed. I washed and patted my chicken dry, or most of the moisture off. I seasoned it with my clucking good. That's all that I did. Very well, rolled it in the bowl. And then I added about a tablespoon of crystal hot sauce on top of every piece, rubbed it in, poured tap water just to cover the chicken. Covered it, let it sit on the counter an hour and a half. That is all that I did, because all the seasoning for fried chicken is in that clucking good. But I wanted to not post the video. I wanted to post it, but I had to come on real quick and explain the steps that was missed in the video. So, season your chicken, tablespoon of your choice of hot sauce. I like Crystal. About a tablespoon, coat each piece, and then top off with water just to where your chicken is just covered. Let it rest on the counter an hour and a half, hour to hour and a half. You really want almost room temperature chicken, but it still has to have a coolness to it. Now, we can't go into the danger zone. So now, let's move on, and I believe the video is going to start by saying it's been an hour and a half, y'all. I had to do this. I didn't want to scratch this video. It was requested, and let me tell you what, it's easy fried chicken. You don't need milk. You don't need eggs. This, as long as you got you a little bag of flour and some seasoning, you can do this at a campsite. So we're going back to basics. Water, most people have. Milk is a high commodity these days. Eggs are a high commodity if you don't have your own chickens. So I hope you enjoy my fried chicken recipe. And again, I apologize for missing out on the start, but I just explained it. Enjoy the video, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. I've got my oil heating up. I have about an inch of peanut oil. Now, you can use vegetable oil if you want to. But now it's time to get some good stuff on this chicken. This is key. I've got about a cup of self-rising flour, and I just put some of my clucking good in here. And I'm gonna get it well and incorporated. And I've got a tablespoon of cornstarch. We're gonna get this well and combined. Now you can put this in a Ziploc bag, you know, a Walmart bag. I'm just gonna bread it in this pan here. We're good on that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain this. I've got it drained. I've got a plate sitting here. And now we're fixing to just coat. Make sure you get that skin up. Now, like I said, you could use a Walmart bag, a Ziploc bag, but this works just fine. Now, this is just simple Southern fried chicken, y'all. I like that. Now, this will be a double dredge. The reason why I'm going to dredge it twice is because once it sits on this plate, you're going to see the moisture from this chicken coming back out. That's when we'll dredge and then go right into the hot oil. Now, like I said, if you're doing a large batch, that's fine. You'll just add more flour, maybe double it, 2 cups of self-rising and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and of course your seasoning of choice. But it's the method how we cook it that's gonna lend you the right results. Okay, we've got them well coated. Now I'm checking my temperature. I'm trying to reach 350 degrees. There's only an inch of oil in this skillet. Once we reach 350 degrees, we're going to be ready to add the secret ingredient. Now I do not have my stove eye on high. It is sitting on a number 8. I do not like to cook on high when I'm bringing up the temp of grease. Okay, y'all, we have reached 350 degrees. This is a half a stick of butter. And we're going to let that melt in that pan. I'm going to take my stove eye and put it to a 7. And now I'm going to start dredging my chicken in again. The second coat of flour. Now this butter will not burn as long as you put it in once you have reached temp. All right, now that I see it's starting to completely melt, we're going to go back up to a number 8. That's going to keep and maintain our temp. All right, here we go. Perfect. If you cook it too fast, you're going to burn the outside. You're not going to get the inside cooked. Now, as you can see, I don't deep fry. My oil comes up about halfway of this chicken. Now, if you were doing breast, you would still do the same. Only do your thighs and your legs first. They take the longest. Okay, we got our chicken in here. We're going to put a lid on it. We're sitting on a number 8. 7 minutes before you pick this lid up. That's the trick. Okay, I want to show you something. I hear that oil. Can you hear it? It's a little rapid for me. I have turned it down to a number 6, but I have not removed this lid. What we're doing is we're cooking that chicken from the bone, which is the inside, coming out. We'll worry about the crispy once we get the inside cooked. It's been 7 minutes. I want y'all to look at this. Oh my. This is just simple southern fried chicken, y'all. I'm still holding at a number 6. I want to just keep a steady fry, but not a crazy fry. Another 7 minutes. Okay, we have reached the 7-minute mark. On the other side. So we're going to give this a turn. Oh, look at that color. This is just good southern fried chicken, y'all. Now we're going to go back. You see I flipped it. We're going to go back for 3 minutes. And then we'll turn it back over for 3 minutes. We're going to take this lid off and let it crisp up. So you're looking at about 10 minutes per side for dark meat. All right, we finished that 3 minutes. We're going back over. And now we're fixing to crisp it up. I have turned my stove eye back up to a number 8. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed, but you see how my grease has slowed down and I'm still on a number 8? That's because there is no more blood or moisture coming out of this chicken. That does not mean that it's dry, but this is an indication that my chicken has cooked completely and it is crispy. I want y'all to look at that. Can you hear this? Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but you're going to hear it when I bite it. Okay, y'all. I drained most of my grease into a glass dish, and I left about 4 tablespoons with all these bits in here. That's flavor. You don't want to get rid of it. I am sitting on about a number 3. Got about 4 tablespoons of self-rising flour, a half a teaspoon of celery salt, and black pepper. And this is where we're going to get our gravy from. Now once I get this well and combined, I will move my heat up on this stove. And the reason why I always tell y'all the number, not that it's going to be correct on your stove, but it gives you a general setting to how yours will cook. Okay, that is good and mixed. We're going to go up to a number 5. Now I will salt this gravy once I taste it, because there's a lot of salt, remember, in these drippings. Okay, I've cooked this flour a couple of minutes. I'm going to turn it a little bit down to a 4. So it's cooked enough. I'm going to start with with water. And that's what I want right there. It's about a cup of water I'm going to be adding. Then we're going to come back with some milk. Perfect. Oh, yeah. We talking now, y'all. Now we're going to go in with the milk. That's about a half a cup to start with. Because remember, the gravy thickness really depends on you. But I'll use the leftover gravy in the morning with our biscuits. Oh, yeah. I see the bits in here, but I also see that I need a little bit more black pepper. I like to see my black pepper. Not much. We're going to bring this back up. Then once it reaches the thickness that I like, I'm going to let it simmer 3 or 4 minutes and we're done, y'all. Okay, y'all can see these bubbles. I've not changed the temperature to my stove. And what's going on is it's evaporating that water. And that's what's going to bring in that good chicken milk gravy. Oh, yeah. Y'all see how it's getting thick? We are almost to what we like. Okay, y'all. I'm going to stop right here. Fire's going off. And it's going to just thicken up as it starts cooling down a little bit to plate up. Now that's beauty right there. Y'all, it's time to taste test. And Buddy and I gotta sit down and get us some supper. Because tonight's actually Friday night. Friday Night Live. Okay, I really want to dive in. I know y'all want the chicken. But I gotta try them cream potatoes with that. Ooh, I want more gravy. See that? That screams home-cooked food. But the starter show, yeah, I got me a leg and a thigh. Is this piece of chicken. Look at that. This gonna be hot, but y'all listen for the crunch. It's juicy. It's messy. It's good. Hands down, this is just simple Southern fried chicken. You noticed I didn't blow it up with the egg wash and the milk, and simple Southern fried chicken. Buddy's coming in. He gonna fix his plate. And we gonna give our blessings, y'all. Can y'all hear that? That's crispy. All right. As always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And young lady, here is Miss Lippy's fried chicken. I hope I did you justice. Mmm.